Standing on the front lines of a global crisis, Nepal faces an alarming increase in climate-induced disasters. In the 2024 monsoon season alone, Nepal endured an estimated $379.14 million in damages. For a vulnerable country like Nepal, the impact of these events is overwhelming, exceeding the nation's capacity to respond, adapt, and recover.
Between 10 June and 12 October 2024, during this year's monsoon, Nepal experienced more than 3,000 monsoon-related incidents, including widespread flooding, landslides, and lightning strikes. These disasters led to the tragic loss of nearly 558 lives, with 66 individuals still missing. Among the fatalities were 329 men, 229 women, and it affected more than 500,000 families nationwide.
These events amplify risks to lives and livelihoods as our adaptive capacity falls short under the unyielding pressure of climate change.
In 2024, Nepal faced an exceptionally destructive monsoon season. Analysis by the World Weather Attribution has confirmed that climate change intensified Nepal's monsoon rainfall by 10% and made such extreme events 70% more likely. On August 16, 2024, a devastating glacial lake outburst flood, we also call it GLOF, transformed a once picturesque village of Thame in the Everest region into rubbles.
At an altitude of 3,800 meters, the Sherpa village of Thame suffered a devastating flood, underscoring the vulnerability of high-altitude communities. This tragic event was a stark reminder that the majestic Himalayas are becoming increasingly hazard-prone due to climate change.
We've also witnessed widespread forest fires in the mountain regions of Nepal. The soot that emanates from these forest fires lands on the glacier surfaces. This further aggravates the fast-paced melting of glaciers in the mountain regions. The lakes grow bigger in size and burst out, as we've witnessed in cases such as in Thame.
The rapid melting of glaciers, shifts in precipitation patterns, and unpredictable snowfall have heightened the likelihood of hazards like glacial lake outburst floods, GLOFs, putting both mountain ecosystems and communities at severe risk. The series of extreme weather events shows that the mountains are in immediate danger.
Earlier this year, where we've experienced 624 millimeters of rainfall overnight. This is the first time ever that Government of Nepal's Department of Hydrology and Meteorology has ever recorded such a high amount of rainfall. The 624 millimeters of rainfall created a huge impact, especially on infrastructure such as irrigation, agriculture, settlement, hospitals, and schools. Thousands of people have been affected from this particular event itself. Nepal's Department of Hydrology and Meteorology was able to forecast this extreme event 3 days in advance. The National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Authority was able to communicate in advance to district disaster management committees, including government municipal offices, on the likely impacts of these particular disaster events.
A lack of technological and human capacity hinders effective implementation of the Sendai Framework for Disaster Risk Reduction (SFDRR), and this is directly tied to the need for climate financing, a message that the world leaders must heed.
In the recent last few years, Nepal has witnessed severe climate-related extreme events. The Melamchi devastation is a case in point. We've witnessed how a dam structure has been wiped out and is under a rubble of more than 24 meters. Its fate is still in a limbo. The Melamchi 2021 floods has put us a major setback into our water supply system that had been gained in the last 30 years. Our interbasin transfer of water has been stopped because of the wiping of the headworks in the Melamchi basin.
The high costs associated with recurring disasters continue to strain Nepal's budget for response, recovery, and relief.
The mountain system in the Nepal Himalaya is at peril. We've seen hundreds and hundreds of people die because of these uncertain events. Floods Landslides, forest fires, lightning are some of those key hazards that are being worsened by climate change impacts.
Nepal recognizes that building resilience requires resources beyond its means. The country urgently needs international support, including access to the Green Climate Fund, the Loss and Damage Financing Facility, and other financial instruments. Only through regional and global cooperation can Nepal secure the technology, expertise, and funds necessary to bolster its mitigation capacity.
Analysis of such signature large-scale disaster events in the Nepal Himalaya shows that landslides, floods, lightning, and forest fires are exponentially increasing in these areas. We're witnessing widespread forest fires, we're witnessing droughts that has led to massive migration of mountain communities, but we've also witnessed other indirect impacts such as dengue fever that has now climbed all mountain districts across Nepal. Our hospitals, even in mountain districts, are flooded with people. There aren't adequate space for patients to be treated in those areas.
Nepal, nestled in the world's youngest and most fragile mountain range, is increasingly vulnerable to extreme weather, making life here more uncertain. We are already a multi-hazard prone nation, vulnerable to earthquakes and landslides. This is not solely about Nepal's future. It's about safeguarding the world's fragile mountain systems and mitigating climate risks that cross borders. The Himalayas, home to millions, need our united attention before it is too late.
Our humanity is at risk. Our mountains are at peril. If we do not act this year, this week, and now, we will witness more such loss of human lives and the wiping of human settlements in mountain communities. Countries like Nepal need finances and technical support to address such complex disasters induced by climate change. Let's save our mountains, let's save the world.